A few years ago, a national flag was mistakenly burned during a protest. Not because of politics, not because of ideology, but because it was confused for another country's flag. So how do two countries with no connection at all end up flying the same flag? Welcome to Mapped Out. A few weeks ago, I looked at why so many countries seem to share almost identical flags, and the comments made one thing very clear. This goes far beyond maps and textbooks, and by the end of this video, I will pull all of these together so you can see just how many countries share flags that look almost identical. The first time the world realized this was a problem was at the Olympics. Back in 1936, at the Olympic Games in Berlin, two countries walked into the opening ceremony and realized they had brought the exact same flag. Same colors, same design, on the world's biggest stage. That moment did not just cause embarrassment, it forced both countries to redesign their flags forever. After the games, both countries made changes. Liechtenstein added a crown, symbolizing its monarchy. Haiti added its coat of arms. Same starting point, two different fixes. But some flags do not need an Olympic stadium to cause problems. Sometimes all it takes is turning them around. Ireland and Ivory Coast both use green, white, and orange. Same colors, same vertical stripes. The only difference is the order. Ireland goes green, white, orange. Ivory Coast goes orange, white, green. Flip one, and they become identical. That confusion is not harmless either. In recent years, the Ivory Coast flag has been mistakenly burned during protests after being confused with Ireland's. Now let's move to a case where similarity was not accidental at all. Yellow, blue, red, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. These flags are not copies, they are siblings. In the early 1800s, all three were part of a single country called Gran Colombia, led by revolutionary Simón Bolívar. For a brief moment, northern South America shared one flag, one identity. When the country collapsed, the borders changed, but the flag survived. And it still causes confusion today, especially outside South America. Each nation kept the colors, adjusting the details to define itself. Venezuela added stars. Colombia kept a massive yellow stripe. Ecuador added a coat of arms. Different countries, same origin. At this point, you might think these similarities are harmless, but one pair of flags became so similar that governments had to step in because from a distance, mistaking them could carry serious consequences, particularly in military and maritime situations. Bahrain and Qatar, red and white, jagged edge. Almost impossible to tell apart from a distance. But the details matter. Bahrain's flag has 5 points, representing the 5 pillars of Islam. Qatar's has 9, marking its place in a historic treaty with Britain. Even the color is not the same. Bahrain's red is bright. Qatar's is so dark it is officially described as maroon. Both evolved from the same British maritime flag system in the 1800s. Same source, different states. And finally, one of the oldest and most argued over pairs in Europe. Austria and Latvia. Both are red, white, and red. Austria's flag dates back to the 1200s, one of the oldest national flags still in use. Latvia's comes from a medieval legend of a wounded leader wrapped in white cloth, stained with blood. Latvia insists its red is not red at all. It is cerise. 2 flags, 2 stories, one endless argument. So why does this keep happening? Because flags are not designed in isolation. They are created during revolutions, breakups, moments where symbolism matters more than originality. Not because countries copied each other, but because flags are built inside tight limits. There are only so many colors that stay visible at distance, only so many designs that feel legitimate as national symbols. So when you see them all together across both videos, it becomes hard to unsee just how often this happens. If you have spotted another pair we still have not covered, and judging by the comments there are plenty, let me know below. Thanks for watching Mapped Out. If you love geography, hit subscribe.